So hello and welcome to this video. Now in this video we are going to learn about for loop in Java. Okay, so let's start it. Now inside a for loop we have three statements which I have represented as S1, 2 and 3. So statement 1, which is my S1, will be executed one time before the execution of the for loop to my console window. Coming to statement 2, which will be having a condition for executing this block of code. And at last, statement 3, which will be executed every time after the loop has been executed. Okay, so let us see how a for loop works in Java, what is the syntax of a for loop and how we can represent a for loop in a Java program. Okay, so let us see that. Let me write for using the regular round brackets, and inside it I would say int I is equals 0. Alright, and I would say that I is less than equals 10, which is my statement 2, which will be defining a condition. Alright, so the condition inside my for loop is I less than equals 10. Okay, and at last I will be giving a statement 3, which will be I plus plus, which will be executed every time after the loop has been executed. Then I would say that system.out.println I. Then by pressing Ctrl Shift and F10, I will be running my program. So in my console window, you can see all the numbers from 0 to 10 are printed to my console. Okay. So using this for loop, I can print these numbers from 0 to 10. So let me explain you how this for loop work. So initially the value of I is set to 0. Okay. So 0 is printed to my console. And I have stated a condition that I is less than equals 10, and then the statement 3 is saying that I plus plus. So every time the loop will be executed, the value of I will be going on increasing by 1. Okay, so this is known as the increment operator. We can say that I plus plus, which is used to increase the value of I by 1 every time the loop is executed. Okay, so until and unless the condition is true. So if there will be a point like the value of I is 11, so 11 is not less than equals 10, which is, or we can say that 11 is greater than equals 10, and hence we can break out of this for loop. Alright, and the program will be stopped executing to my console. Okay, so this is how a for loop works in Java. So basically I have a simple question for you. So using for loop we'll be solving this question. So the question says that find the sum of all the multiples of 3 or 5 below 1000. Okay, so at first we will be saying that int sum equals 0. So initially the value of sum is set to 0, and then I would say that for int x is equals 0, x is less than equals 1000. Okay, so the statement 1 is x is equals 0, so x is an integer value. Statement 2 defines a condition as x less than equals 1000, and statement 3 says that x plus plus. Alright, so I'll be creating a for block over here using my using the curly braces. Okay, and I will be giving a condition that it's saying that find the sum of all the multiples of 3 or 5. So you can see 3 or 5. So I'll be writing an if statement. So if x modulus 3 is equals 0, or x modulus 5 is equals 0, then sum plus equals I. So which is equal to sum. Alright, sum plus equals x, so which is also equal to sum equals sum plus x. So this operator like plus equals is known as the augmented operator. Alright, so sum plus equals x, and then outside the for loop I would say that system.out.println, I would say sum of the numbers. Alright, I'll be using my the property of string concatenation. Alright, so sum of the numbers will be concatenated with sum. Alright, the variable sum. Now if I would hit run, by pressing Ctrl Shift and F10. If I would run this program, the shortcut is Ctrl Shift and F10. You can see some of the numbers is 234168. So using this for loop, we can also solve this type of questions. Alright. So at first I have declared a variable sum which is initially set to 0. Then I declared a for loop in which I have a statement 1 which is int x is equals 0, and further I have given a condition that x is less than equals 1000. Alright, and statement 3 states that x plus plus. So like every time the loop will be executing, the value of x will be also going on incrementing by 1. And inside my for loop I said that if x modulus 3 is equals 0 or x modulus 5 is equals 0, so sum plus equals x, which is also equals sum plus x. So this operator is known as the augmented operator. Alright, and at last outside the for loop I'd say that system.out.println sum of the numbers using the string concatenation. I said the variable sum is concatenated with this string sum of the numbers. So after running this Java program, we will be getting this following output, that is sum of the numbers is equals 234168. Okay, so this was all for this video about for loop. Alright, thank you for watching. See you in the next video.